Hello, I'm Henry Ortiz, and I'm here to show you how to solve little issues in your house that do not require an experienced contractor to solve it. This way will not only you will save money and time, but especially in this pandemic time, you don't want to be in contact unnecessary with people inside your house. So, let me start with a true story that happened about a few weeks ago to one of my customers. I remember I was working in Brampton, finishing a basement, and I received a phone call from this lady saying, "Henry, please come help me." I asked her, "What's going on?" And she said, "The heating is not working. The house is getting very cold, and my daughter's room is dark." So I thought, oh, that's maybe an electric problem. Let's try something on the phone. Maybe that will solve the issue, and I don't need to drive from Brampton to Oakville, 45 minutes. Maybe we can solve it on the phone. And she said, "I tried already. I tried the breaker that tripped off, but the breaker doesn't work. So please come. I will pay you whatever you charge me." I stopped whatever I was doing and decided to go to help her. And for my surprise, it was pretty easy to fix the problem, and that's what I'm going to show you now. So this is what happened to that lady's house. There was somebody working there with a compressor. He plugged the compressor, and that overloaded the system, the circuit. So the breaker tripped off. The reason a breaker tripped off when there is an overloaded circuit is because it is the intention to protect the house from a fire hazard. Let me show you what happens and what is a breaker tripped off. So this is an electric panel. I'm going to overload the circuit on purpose for this video demonstration. And this is the one. As you can see, this breaker is right in the middle. This one instead is on the right, and this one, which is completely off, is on the left. So when a breaker is tripped off because there is an overload in the circuit, it stays in the middle. And what she was trying to do is to put it back on the on position. As you can see, this doesn't bring the power back, and she tried a few times. She thought that maybe the breaker is bad, and now she needs to hire a certified electrician to change that breaker. And that's why she called me desperately, because her house was getting cold. So when I came, I just told her, listen, all you have to do is the following. You have to push back the breaker to the off, all completely to the off position, and then turn it back on, and your power will return. There you are. So this solves her issue. But what if in your case, this doesn't solve the problem? Maybe there is a circuit in your house, because in her case, it's just to unplug the compressor that was causing the overload. But that's not always the same situation. There could be a short circuit in your case. How do you know if there is a short circuit? If the breaker resists to stay on and always goes back to the off position, you might need to hire a licensed electrician, unless that the problem is a bad appliances. So let's make a troubleshooting. Turn off the breaker, unplug all the appliances, and try to turn it on. If it resists to turn on, then the problem is a short circuit. It's because the hot wire is touching the ground, or maybe the neutral, so you need to hire a licensed electrician to solve the problem. But if the problem is bad appliances that need maybe service, need to be replaced, you don't need to hire an electrician for that. You just have to work the repair guy. How do you know what is the bad appliances? You just plug it one by one, and whichever caused the breaker to trip off, that's the bingo. That's the one that is bad.